the 963. It is Porsche's brand new, state-of-the-art race car. With advanced aerodynamics, a powerful twin-turbocharged V8 engine, and an additional electric motor, the 963 was designed for one specific purpose: the complete domination of the World Endurance Championship season. But the 963 has a problem. Say hello to the Gazoo Racing 010. Instructed by the Toyota Gazoo Racing Group, this battle-hardened machine swept every race of its debut 2021 season and went on to take first and second overall at Le Mans. In 2022, the GR010 returned to make a clean sweep of both FIA World Endurance Championship titles, and once again scored first and second overall at Le Mans.
The rivalry between Porsche and Toyota began in 2016 with Toyota's debut of the TS050 LMP1 hybrid prototype.
Featuring an all-new Toyota H909 2.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine, in addition to an advanced capacitor hybrid energy system, Toyota finally had a race car that was capable of competing with the biggest WEC contenders, Audi and Porsche. And in its first Le Mans outing in 2016, Toyota took second overall, just behind the first-place number 2 Porsche 919, and ahead of the third and fourth place Audi R18s.
This was a pretty incredible feat for a first-year prototype, but as far as Toyota was concerned, they were just getting started.
For the 2017 season, Toyota completed a significant redesign of the aerodynamics package for the TS050 and also installed a brand new 2.4-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine. Oh, and real quick, if you're enjoying this video or just like learning about endurance racing, click here to subscribe to this channel. The hybrid system and lithium battery packs were also updated. In addition to having a significantly updated and battle-proven race car, Toyota would also benefit from the fact that the then reigning champion of WEC, Audi, who had won Le Mans 13 times since the year 2000, would not be returning to prototype racing for the 2017 season, which means Toyota would be gunning for Porsche with everything they had.
And just to ensure an overall victory at Le Mans, Toyota would be entering 3 cars.
Despite their best efforts, the race was a disaster for Toyota. In the 10th hour, the number 7 Toyota was in first place but began developing clutch problems that eventually led to the car being ditched. Just 15 minutes later, the number 9 car was hit by an LMP2 prototype and the damage was unrepairable. The number 8 car would fall behind by 29 laps as it sat in the pit for an hour while the front motor and battery were replaced. Officially, the 3 cars would come in 8th, 53rd, and 54th, with the top spot going to the number 2 Porsche 919, and second and third place going to Oreca LMP2 cars.
For the 2018 season, Toyota would be receiving some bittersweet news.
Following Audi's departure from prototype racing, Toyota's main competitor, Porsche, also announced that they would be dropping out, leaving Toyota as the only team racing an LMP1 hybrid, which all but guaranteed Toyota's victory. After 33 years of competing in Le Mans, Toyota had finally done it, with the number 8 car finishing first overall and the number 7 car finishing second overall. Toyota hadn't just won Le Mans, they dominated it. But with no other major manufacturers competing in the race, this was a victory that would forever have an asterisk next to it.
2019 in many ways would be a repeat of 2018, with Toyota being the only team to field LMP1 hybrids and again taking first and second at Le Mans.
2020 would also prove to be hugely victorious for Toyota, winning the World Endurance LMP1 Championship and scoring first and third place finishes at Le Mans.
Toyota was now the reigning king of Le Mans, but they were missing the most important component of being victorious: a worthy competitor.
For the 2021 season, the Automobile Club de l'Ouest, or ACO, and the Fédération Internationale de l'Automobile, or FIA, introduced an all-new top-tier prototype class to replace LMP1, with the aim of bringing more manufacturers back to WEC racing. This new racing class would be called LMH, or Le Mans Hypercar, and it quickly sparked the interest of many manufacturers. Toyota and Aston Martin were the first two teams to publicly announce they would be competing in LMH, with Toyota planning a significant update to their TS050 car, and Aston Martin planning to race their brand new Valkyrie hypercar. But shortly after, Aston Martin sadly terminated their plan to compete in LMH. The inaugural LMH season would provide some new competition for Toyota from Alpine and newcomer Scuderia Cameron-Glickenhaus. But Toyota would once again take first and second overall in Le Mans. The broken record of Toyota's 1-2 victories at Le Mans would carry over to the 2022 season, but with Scuderia Cameron-Glickenhaus closing the gap and scoring third and fourth overall. The fresh competition drummed up by the creation of the new LMH class was great for fans, but a true competitor for Toyota still hadn't materialized.
But in 2022, Porsche finally made an announcement that racing fans had been waiting 5 years to hear.
Hybrid on.
With a 963, Porsche would finally be making its long-awaited return to prototype racing, and they no doubt have their crosshairs set squarely on Toyota. But how does the new Porsche 963 compare to Toyota's GR010? The GR010 features a 3.5-liter V6 twin-turbo internal combustion engine that produces 671 horsepower or 500 kilowatts. It also utilizes an electric motor that produces 268 horsepower or 200 kilowatts. Combined, these two motors produce a hefty 939 horsepower or 700 kilowatts, and the overall weight of the GR010 is 2,293 pounds or 1,040 kilograms. The 963 is powered by a 4.6-liter twin-turbo V8 internal combustion engine derived from the Porsche 918 Spyder road car, and also a Bosch electric motor, which produce a combined total of 671 horsepower or 500 kilowatts, and the overall weight of the 963 is just 2,024 pounds or 1,000 kilograms.
And here's how the two cars stack up side by side. But theoretically speaking, all of this information is completely irrelevant.
In order to level the playing field, the FIA imposes a balance of performance that, in theory, will result in all cars in both the LMH and LMDh classes having equal performance. This is achieved by adding ballast and reducing power. But the process becomes continuously more vague and secretive with each new season. So assuming the balance of performance sanctions truly do level out the performance of all cars in the LMH and LMDh classes, then the competition will be based solely on driver skill, pit crew performance, aerodynamics, and reliability.
Assuming that the balance of performance sanctions will equalize the performance of the GR010 and 963, let's take a look at the remaining advantages and disadvantages that both teams will have this season.
Toyota will be competing in a battle-proven, finely tuned car, while Porsche will be dealing with the growing pains of a brand new car. Toyota has competed in prototype endurance racing for the last 11 consecutive years. Porsche hasn't competed since 2017. Every component in the GR010 is proprietary to Toyota, and they are free to make any modifications they want, whereas Porsche is using a regulated chassis and hybrid architecture that they are unable to make any modifications to. Porsche has been competing in one class or another in Le Mans every year since 1951, which means they've been competing in endurance racing for 72 years straight, whereas Toyota started competing in Le Mans in 1985 and has taken a few years off here and there. With 19 overall victories, Porsche has won Le Mans more than any other automotive manufacturer.
So from this aspect, Toyota looks to be sitting in a much better position for victory.
Now, I don't want to discount all of the other competitors in the LMH and LMDh classes. There is no doubt that SCG, Ferrari, Cadillac, and Peugeot will be offering some exciting competition, but for the foreseeable future, the fiercest competitors look to be Toyota and Porsche.
So what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think Toyota and Porsche are the cars to beat this season? Or do you think Ferrari, Cadillac, SCG, or Peugeot will come out on top? Thanks for checking out this video, and for more automotive content that you cannot find anywhere else, click here to subscribe.